track.
Cole Custer around, did not make contact with the wall, and believe there's any damage to that truck. He maybe got a little help.
Down, made a move to the inside. Made some contact with Ben Kennedy. Well, Ben tried to protect the inside, and Custer had already committed there, and they made contact.
Under caution for the third time tonight for Cole Custer. Why? It's the 44 of Tommy Joe Martins coming through turn 4 in a spinner.
He did a great job of getting that truck pointed in the right direction, but look at the smoke screen he left for the rest of the competitors. Let's see what happens here. He's trying to get by Kaz Gralla. He has an opening on the inside. They just ran out of room there.
And I think NASCAR saw this crash happening and threw the caution. I would have too, but Napier did a nice job of using the wall and keeping that truck heading in the right direction.
Another caution, but we are nearing the end. 37 to go with Suarez. Looking here with the position right here. Looks like there was a big, everybody slowed down, and the 71 had to swerve.
Was able to close right in. You can see Suarez, just nothing he could do.
Stay low, stay low, stay low, stay low, stay low, caution.
That tire
cars that are on the lead lap. Marty.
It's going to be interesting to see if the 88 can hold Kyle Larson behind him. I think this might be short-lived.
And contact's made.
Yes, contact, Rick.
Sideways was the 88. The caution came out. Regan Smith was going up the track trying to make room for the 42 who was coming down below, and contact was made. This 88 got sideways. Looks as though the left front tire was cut.
3 wide coming off turn 4.
Yeah, the 88 has to make room for the 42 right here. If he comes all the way up, it doesn't leave room for the 14 of Hermie Sadler. That makes the 88 surprisingly not spin. He just kind of goes sideways, gets it gathered back in. You know, what's the 14 to do? He's in that lane. He has to try to keep momentum. I just don't believe the 88 understood there was a car to his outside.
Yeah, the 3 wide at Bristol's tough. The 88 may not have known the 14 was on the outside. He did know the 42 was on the inside. Just needed to give Hermie Sadler a little bit more room. You see, good shot down the front straightaway. He just misjudged it a little bit. Again, fortunate.
What a move by the 62 of Brendan Gaughan as well.
Fortunate that.
It all starts with the 70. He gets up in the middle of the corner, way off the pace. The 16 of Ryan Reed has nowhere to go. Tries to turn a hard left. He just can't do it in that amount of time. And the 2 does a great job of somehow getting by it, but the 88 of Regan Smith just nowhere to go. We've talked about how quickly accidents come up on you here, and he slides in. So on board here, we're going to see how quick the 70.
I think the 70 had a left front now. He had contact. Was that Kyle Busch he had contact with?
Possibly.
He had contact getting in the corner and put a lot of pressure on him, but Eric was able to use it and get going.
Around goes the 3 of Ty Dillon. He comes all the way on to pit road, and the caution comes out.
Get fired up, buddy. You're all good. Fired up. Get it rolling. Get it rolling. There you go.
A lap back as we watch Ty Dillon and how he went around.
Ty just said, hey guys, that bottom is loose.
Yeah, he just got loose getting in the corner. Couldn't keep up with it. The other guy that won on that, get tires, will restart probably around 10th position.
Hang on to it.
Now we're hearing it was Brendan Jones that will get the free pass instead of Justin Allgaier.
He failed to lead in his last lap. Big wreck coming out of 2. It was the 60 going around.
It's Greg Gaulding.
Greg Gaulding in his first Xfinity Series race.
And 33 of Brendan Jones sneaks by.
Everyone ducking to go down low.
Yeah, you see the leaders right here. They drive into turn 1. They can't really see what's going on off of turn 2. So the 42 gets noticed. The 20 behind him, you see what happens. The spotters are talking and giving that information as quickly as they can. But this track, the radiuses of the corners are so sharp.
Oh, that's hard contact. What I don't understand is the car in front of him was sparking.
He stalled the car. That lost even more track position. He went from battling for the lead. Now he's all the way back in 10th.
Sideways go Daniel Suarez. Eric Jones gets caught up in it.
Hang on, stay up there.
Caution comes out. Such a good car, and that is what happens when you have a problem on pit road and you lose the positions that you were running in.
Teammates. Oh, the 20 just
Jones
basically, I'm sure it wasn't on purpose, but just misjudged the corner entry, got into the left rear quarter panel of the 19 behind the tire, turns the 19 around, and they all start spinning and crashing from there.
It was a battle for 9th.
You can see right here the 19 starts to turn a little earlier than I think Eric thought he was going to turn. They made contact, as you said. It certainly wasn't on purpose. That's just, you know, when people race hard, things are going to happen from time to time. And I think the 19 turned a little earlier than Eric was expecting. Eric was still going straight. Watch right here. That pretty much tells the tale.
That's it. I think he expected the 19 to run right around the top. The 19 looks like he was turning in either the middle or to the bottom. The 20 gets in his quarter panel. How about the 51 right here, Jeremy Clements? He has the big slide behind these two cars, gets on the brakes good enough to get through this. It's a big move for the 51. He's currently outside of the chase. Does he get any damage right here? Is the 20 goes by a little bit in the left rear.
Watching from this view, you'll see more damage. Yeah, we'll see how much damage that is.
How about the 62 of Brendan Gaughan sneaking through?
Keselowski, he's got to run on the top.
Oh, and the 18 has to check way up. Caution comes out on the track. Saw a lot of smoke there. The 4 of Ross Chastain. And right on the chase standings bubble.
He's got big damage.
He was running 14th, and look at the side of that car.
It's going to be costly. We saw the 30 there with the, you know, with the car tore up, because you have cars that are 7 or 8 laps down. You can't quit. I saw him saying to quit, but you can't quit. You see damage coming off turn 2.
He just comes up the racetrack, doesn't feel that the 88's there.
Again, to the bottom of the racetrack. Under 5 laps to go. Kyle Busch hooks the left side. He takes the lead there into the wall. Kyle Busch into the wall.
Outside.
All the way up to the wall, and the caution comes out. He collects the 3 of Ty Dillon. Kyle Busch thinking he had the 22 cleared. Up into the wall. Brad Keselowski out front. But how much damage to the 22 with the contact made by the 18?
Guts inside him, gets the power down, tries to clear the 22 off the corner. The 22 has to contend that. He has to try to take that momentum back to the outside, and the 18 has to try to close the door. In my mind, that is purely a Bristol racing incident. I think both drivers are doing what they had to do to win.
Up the track, the 18 comes. 22 was there, and into the wall goes the 18 of Kyle Busch. A lot of damage to the right front, though, of the 22.
And the 18, it was not Kyle Busch's fault. You said it was Keselowski's fault.
Corner, nose, inside.
You're absolutely right.
Just
because I put myself in both of those positions.
That's racing, man.
And if I'm on the 22's crew, then I am proud of my driver for trying to carry that momentum off the top. And if I am on the Kyle Busch crew, I'm proud of my driver trying to close the door. 4 laps to go at the world.
You see on the very top of the racetrack, if you get too high, you get above. I don't know if he got too high and got in the marbles, and that got him in the wall, or as quickly as it turned right. Not sure he didn't have some sort of problem.
Everybody trying to check up. Brian Scott being 1 in the 44. At 6 of Trevor Bayne got into the left rear quarter.
Saw the 31 on pit road a little while ago with damage on the right side. Oh, that's a big hit. And you see the duct came out of his car, so it looked like to me he had a right front tire failure.
18 of Kyle Busch trying to take the lead back. And around goes Kyle Larson in the 42. He goes sideways, caution comes out.
What a save by the 42 to not hit anything, to not overcorrect or get into that inside wall.
And really not lose the spot. He lost more than 1 spot for sure, but
he's running 4th, and it looks like the 41 of Kurt Busch gets right into the back of that 42.
Look at this.
And the 22 gets into the back of the 41. As Kurt was checking up, Joey Logano got into the back bumper.
How did he not spin?
Pretty impressive car control, isn't it, Jeff?
So you see the 42.
This is the second race in a row that Kyle Busch has been running fourth and has spun out of that position.
I don't know if the 42 checked up or if he was just kind of checking up to turn down the hill to get a run off.
And perhaps to do service on it behind the wall at the right opportunity.
Something broke there. Yeah, he went sideways and it's broke, and now the caution's going to come out for the 18. Contact as well.
Well, Larson in it. Kyle Larson's in it.
Kyle Larson got caught up in it. The 46. Justin Allgaier, Martin Truex Jr. involved.
That's what we've talked about, how quick it happens. The 18 spun by himself, but these other cars, as they're entering the corner so fast, you can't see around the corner. As you mentioned, Jeff, makes heavy contact with the 18.
Kyle Busch was running second position.
Coming at you guys.
Cars, he entered the corner right there. See the left rear tire smoking. Left rear quarter panel is damaged. I wonder if something broke in the rear suspension. It was, you know, he talked about the car driving bad and strange. I wonder if something in the trailer arm or something in the track bar mount, something broke in the back of the car, I assume.
Yeah, and then the 46 comes into the picture, committed to the bottom, it appears, and he makes contact with the 18. But I think he hit it dead on. If you look at the rear end housing in the 18 car, it's pointing really the wrong direction, not straight forward. In the 46, he decided to go right, needed to stick with the position or the plan to go left.
He was on the apron.
Yeah.
And Martin Truex,
big hit.
Place. Martin. Wonder how much damage is on the 42 of Larson. We keep talking about him having to have good races and have a win. And I wonder if this is going to take that opportunity away from him.
Well, you talked about the 31 having trouble. Kyle Larson hadn't taken that points advantage all the way down to 12 to get in front of him in the chase standings to the 16th spot.
And he didn't do anything wrong, right? I mean, that's Bristol. You can get in a wreck you had nothing to do with.
You see Kyle Busch's obvious disappointment. Good car, you know, really.
But the person that's really the biggest moron out there is the spotter of the 46 and the driver of the 46. I've been wrecking for half a lap and they just come on through and clean us out. That's stupid. So, I don't know. Frustrating day. Let's go home.
Trying to take that top spot away from Joey Logano. Brad Keselowski was able to get by. Oh, and sideways goes the 41. Contact with the 2 of Brad Keselowski. Caution comes out. The 21 also involved.
Inside, inside, inside. Hold tight here.
Looked like the 41 of Kurt Busch got really loose off.
Kyle Larson also a lot of damage, as well as Brian Scott in the 44. See all the damage to Ryan Blaney in that 21. Look at the fluid come out.
Direct in front of us, and they all checked up and came up in front of us.
Taking a little look at what happened.
You see right there a big wiggle from the 41, just very loose, and now those guys behind him, there's nothing they could do.
No.
All of them, obviously the right side tires are up. I just think he got loose.
Yeah, and then Brad Keselowski had nowhere to go. And the rest of the cars just, you know he's coming back up towards the racetrack. So as they try to get slowed down, they just continue to make contact with one another.
Chase Elliott, not sure if he has front end damage or not, but he was very close. We see the 41 sliding there and the 2 just slamming into the driver's side door.
That view right there showed how close it was for Joey Logano, barely squeaking by with the right side of his race car.
48 and Jimmy Johnson just getting by.
Jeff Gordon cleared it down low.
Still there. 6 with the run. Caution's out, back it down, go to the apron here if you can. All the way to the apron.
And now we know that Matt Kenseth also heavily involved. Right along with Kevin.
Whatever you want. One back, 4 by 4 by. Oh. Caution.
It always amazes me. You heard Kevin Harvick get out of the gas, saw the accident happen, but then has enough just talent, really. Talent and sense to get back in the gas. Look at Jimmy Johnson for a big slide here. But, you know, enough talent to get back into the gas to drive through the wreck before they have a chance to get up and get him. With the 24, Jeff, you were mentioning, it looks like some heavy damage to the hood and the nose. It will be interesting to see if there's any damage to the cooling system. That's right up there in that area.
See, Paul Menard had the right front tire locked up to try to miss the wreck, so he may have flat spotted it.
Locks it up again. Coming at us.
Look how fast everything happens. What could Ryan Blaney have done different? Absolutely nothing he could have done.
Denny Hamlin hard on the brakes. So Brian Scott sliding in there late to the left in the 44.
Only take two. We see Clint Boyer here at the top of the racetrack.
Never hit it terribly hard. You can see the wheel shaking. I wonder if they had some sort of a